Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks. A weekly entertainment and knowledge sharing program aired live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to the society. Every week, Knowledge Talks hosts and invites guests that are experts, professionals, and leaders from the field that bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Al-Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Safiya, for an hour bringing you free knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Okay, stay tuned after this music break for today's interesting personality and today's interesting knowledge. Welcome back to Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Tariq Al-Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Safiya, with you here live today on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Now, what would it take to work, run, and lead in an office automation industry? Well, my guest today, Mr. Nasser Al Musalamy, is not only an experienced office automation professional, but he is also a business owner that sells and provides services and consultancy in office automation. The question is, what is office automation? How does it really work? And what is the future of this industry is our subject today on Knowledge Talks, ladies and gentlemen. Who is my guest? Nasser. Nasser Al Musalamy is a graduate with diploma in electrical and electronics from Vocational Training Center and is a professional, mashallah, with over 12 years in experience at the office automation industry. Nasser started his career in MHD as a service technician all the way to Janetco, Al Abbas International, and then Al Hashar group of companies, moving from customer service, sales, marketing, technical support, service contract, and now owning his own company as the managing director of the office automation. MashaAllah. Today we will look at Nasser's journey into the world of office automation and learn about his career and the future of this industry. Nasser, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you doing today?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very well. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, it's nice to have you here today at Oman Radio FM 90.4 to come and speak about your success in this industry, the office automation. How did you go through it, your experience, and then from your beginnings until now? You started your own business recently, right?
That's right, yeah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Nasser, before we start to know about your history into this industry, if you could please share a few words about office automation. So when you say office automation, what does it really mean?
Yeah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. I would like to take this opportunity, Mr. Tariq, to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well as you for inviting me to this exclusive interview to share with all the listeners about office automation as well, and much of the people who are listening to us right now. In fact, I feel very fortunate to be here. Why? Because this is a special month to all of our citizens and residents. We all celebrating a National Day. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant our Sultan Qaboos bin Said good health, long life, and prosperity.
Ameen.
I started working in office automation since the last 12 years. Office automation is we call office automation process in each and every office who automate their flow of information digitally by using various software applications and supporting hardware devices and equipment. So it is a very, very fast field. In our profile, we do automation using various office equipments and devices. Every office needs printing, copying, faxing, and scanning of their own information and documentation ever moreover effectively with high security from the one place to another. So here we do provide digital manufacturing printing devices and applications to carry out all such digital from information in a secure environment electronically. Most of people, they used to get strange when they heard the word automation. In short, an office automation, it contains of our daily basis we need tools to support in our offices.
True.
Such like faxes, photocopier. I will start with photocopier. What does photocopier means? People, they say that photocopier are used to make a copy of an original. This is a photocopier.
Yeah.
And the fax is just like to transmit or to deliver a message from one destination to another destination. We use scanners to convert from hard copy to the soft copy. So all this can come in one umbrella calling office automation. Yeah. So most of people, they say office automation, they never realize what is office automation. They get confused. So this it means exactly office automation, which is supporting us to work freely and smoothly to our daily based on office office and
so it comes from the word, office is office, whatever we do at office, and automation, it comes from the word automatic, exactly. So making things automatic at work, helping things, right?
Exactly, to automate the things, because
the tasks that you have.
Exactly, that's right.
Can you give us some examples?
For instance, you have hard copy. You feel that this hard copy, if I kept somewhere, it may get missing. So we can use a scanner to scan it, exactly, and to store in the
computer as a digital format.
Exactly, that's right. You have a fax, all right? When you send a fax, you can send a fax to any destination. So this is called an office automation, exactly.
Okay, so these are basically using tool or devices to automate the things that are in the office. An example is like a scanner, a photocopier, printer, and many other devices.
That's right.
Now these are all our tools, and an employee who works in this profession is office automation expert or professional. Tell us, what do these people do?
Unfortunately enough, there's a lack of knowledge of these equipments in the offices or institutions, whatever at the place we are calling. We try to focus a lot, especially me and with our team in my company, to educate our people
on how to use these devices.
Exactly. See, it is not that everyone who has got a fax or a photocopy machines in his office, he knows to use all the features. No.
True. Yeah.
That's so we tried maximum to do our level best to bring this knowledge to the society.
Okay. And you see it's important?
It is more important
to know how to use these devices.
Yes, it is very, very important because we need to concern about the safety. We need to concern about the wasting of the pages. We need to we are concerning about troubleshootings. Let us say you have got an office automation. We are using a photocopier. Suddenly it got stuck. You have no idea how to
remove the papers. If it jams, the paper jams.
Paper jams. How do you remove the paper jam? In that case, how will you support yourself and your boss or anybody want urgent copies? So we found that there's a lack of most of the engineers, even professional engineers, whenever they install an office equipment to one organization, they used to skip this training. We are calling KOT, Key Operating Training.
Key Operating Training, KOT. And this training is provided to who?
To the end users.
End users. So every end user buys a printer or a scanner.
It is 100% your rights.
But is any company, because now, if one thing, Brother Nasser, is that you've got many companies. You've got Canon, you've got HP, you've got etc. Many companies. Everybody is offering these office automation devices, right?
Yes, exactly.
Now, when you go, let's say, I'll give an example. I'm going to Carrefour or Sharaf, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I go and I buy a printer today.
Yeah.
Do I get a KOT?
No, unfortunately, again, we have got a lack of sales. They don't know. See, if you go to buy, to buy a printer, it is your right.
Your right to what?
To ask this printer. You know what we faced, we faced in the field. Exactly. Most of the people, they used to buy an equipment not according to their requirement, according to the sales requirement. I'm telling this very freely to you and to the listeners as well. So, whenever you approach the salesperson in any showrooms for the office automations, you should know at least 50% of these features. For instance, you need a small printer. Just your work daily, you are using by taking black and white copies. But the salesperson, he may, okay, see, we have got a new offer for the new printer. Why don't you take this one? He's offering you a color printer. Do you know the color printer? It is cost. There's periodically replacement parts and cartridges, which are calling toners, or the ink, whatever the language they understand. So, again, we have got a lack of knowledge from the sales. So in this case, I studied a lot, and Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I got a lot of course. Most of the people nowadays, whoever knows Nasser bin Al Musalamy, before attempting to buy any office equipment, they used to give a call to me. Mr. Nasser, I need to buy a office equipment. I'll go and meet him, or he'll come to meet in my office. We'll discuss what exactly I need. I provided amazing service to ministries, to the private sectors, to individuals, to the bookshops. And most of the people, they say that thank God we have got a person who can guide us where to buy and what to buy exactly. So, if you go for the color printer, it is cheap or not very much costly. Let's say it costs 120 riyals, but if you come to the maintenance, it will cost 150 riyals. It is better to go to buy a new machine.
Yeah. It's very expensive. Exactly. But why is that?
Yeah, why is that? Because it depends on the products. If you go for the Canon, if you go for the Konica Minolta, if you go for the Sharp or Ricoh, it depends. But in general, and color equipments, it is very costly.
Color printers or equipments,
yes,
they are more expensive than
black and white. Black and white. Yeah. Sometimes you may require to just you need only to print out or to take a copy black and white. That's all. But the salesperson would suggest take a color copy.
So, what is your recommendation?
My recommendation is that before buying any office equipment, get a consultancy from particular department. Like if you approach me, or just try to ask a salesperson 100 of questions. And nowadays the world is very it is open. You can go from the Google, you can see
the internet, you can see
exactly.
Yes,
like this particular model, how many drums are there, how many tones are there, and each drums, how many copies it gives to me. Because in fact, if you are taking a copy from the color copy black and white, you were the loser. You were the loser.
So it's really about, you should know what you really want first.
Exactly.
And then what you want to use the device for.
Yes.
Read online or get a consultant like yourself, mashallah, to ask about what you are looking for, and then look at what is available and then pick the right thing.
Exactly.
Don't just go blindly in a store and say, you wanted to go for a black and white, and someone says, no, go for the colored because it's better. No.
Exactly.
Because you pay more and you'll not use it. Yeah? Okay. Now tell me one thing. Now, that role and you've got many enterprises, organizations are using printers. No, it's not the simple printers like, the inkjet or laser. They're bigger printers people have got in the organization. Now, those companies need people to support these. devices or machines.
Yeah.
And these are called office automation experts. Is that right, what you're saying?
Office automation engineers.
Engineers.
We have different names. I can say office automation engineers or customer support engineer.
To look after these devices.
Exactly.
How often these devices need to be looked into?
Yeah. Once we install the machine, I used to give an example to users. Office automation is like in a vehicle.
Like a vehicle.
Like a vehicle. No one doesn't have any vehicle in Oman, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Everybody has got their vehicles. So if you drive a vehicle every 5,000 kilometers, you know what to be done. You need to go to replace the oil and oil filters.
True.
Okay.
True.
So the same thing in office automation. Let us say, for example, if I talk about the photocopy machine, 20 copies per minute.
Okay.
Usually, it has got components, periodical spare parts like drum, toners, fixing, all this kind of periodical parts. So you need to know from the beginning. If I buy this office photocopy or printer, after how many copies I will be required to change a toner. I'll be required to change the drum unit and the fixing. So these are very important. There are some companies before they used to provide from the beginning. The salesperson will provide you all the details for the machine. But now they try to hide as much as they can.
And why do they hide?
Now it is business secret. I can say that.
Okay. Now, but these devices, according to my very humble experience and knowledge, they have an interface or some kind of screen which tells you now change the tone.
Yes,
paper has jammed.
Exactly.
And some kind of guidance or instruction how to solve it. Okay.
Yes, exactly. That will support you if you are really keen on how to use. If you pre-trained.
Okay.
To how to use the machine.
Okay.
Okay. I have got the 12 years experience.
Okay.
I can come to office. The same time, the screen may show me there's a paper jam.
Okay.
And I remember that. Man, sometimes you can tell lies. But office equipment, never.
Never tells lies?
Never. If it says there's a paper jam, yes, there is a paper jam.
Okay.
If it says that the tone is near to finish, yes, the tone is near to finish. So from initially, you need to get a proper training to use how to use at least basic things, which the people they're skipping. People are skipping. And every 3 months we are supposed to go visit the customer when the machine is in warranty to look at the machine and provide you minor service, because we cannot leave the machine for 1 year without doing any kind of the service.
Okay.
Maybe a small dust on the grass, it may cost you a lot.
Okay.
If you don't have an idea about what does this line means, it costs you a lot.
Okay.
It depends on which kind of person will come and service your machine.
Okay. Yeah. And how often do one needs to service these machines?
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months we need to service the
every
machine.
3 months. Yeah.
And is it something that we can do ourselves, or we need to send it to the service provider? Let's say Canon, HP, whatever the brand is.
Yeah, whatever. No, in fact, this you can't do by yourself. This should be done by the professional trained.
It has to be by professional, someone professional.
Engineer, exactly.
And someone who is trained into office
exactly. Yes, yeah.
Okay. And this is where you have told me that there's not many Omanis doing that kind of job.
And unfortunately, this is very sad to say it. It is very unique, I can say.
This office automation role.
And it is hidden.
It's hidden.
It is hidden. It's hidden. Okay. And then I did not know before office automation, but I basically am from the electrical department. But when I came to know about office automation, it was for me very, very, very interesting career and a very interesting job to do.
Okay.
Then from this moment, I request all local people, Omanis, please just look into this field seriously. there's a rich future.
In office automation.
Office automation.
Why do you say there's a rich future? Why do you say there's a? What makes you say?
Because there's a rich future because till this moment we have only the foreign citizens.
Okay.
We have only the foreign citizens who they are working in this field.
Okay.
Very few Omanis. If you count, maybe we get maximum 5 to 6 people that work.
Out of the whole country?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
So there are very few Omanis who work there.
Few Omanis.
Why do you think so?
A passion.
Passion in what?
Passion.
They don't like it.
Yes.
Why they don't like it?
They don't like it. See, from the beginning, when they're in the school, on the college, their mind is just to get a job in them, like in the ministries, or to be employed. To be employed. Of course, you will be employed once you interrupt. But most of the time, and there's no proper education in Oman, like institution or colleges who are providing this kind of
training for office automation.
Exactly.
No, but isn't office automation specific to a company, like for instance a brand, let's say Epson? So there's a different way of managing their systems. Let's say HP, or let's say Canon, whatever.
No,
is office automation generic? If you are office automation engineer, you can manage all the systems and you can maintain all the system.
Principles are same.
Principles the same.
Principles are same, except only one brand. Xerox.
Xerox is different.
Xerox is different.
But all the other companies are same.
Principles are same. Principles are same.
Okay, the way to maintain these systems.
Exactly. If you work with Canon, you can work with Konica Minolta. You can work. Yes, of course, it will take 2-3 months to get familiar with some settings.
Okay.
But with the Xerox, you must be a professional trained to maintain, repair, and service Xerox machine.
Okay.
And most of the people, they used to say that I need one Xerox. The Xerox is just, it is a brand.
Yeah.
Rather than say I need one copy, I said I need one Xerox. Because most of the people, they know Xerox is a photocopy.
Xerox, that's how they start.
Yes.
It's a very strong brand.
Exactly.
Now, are these Xerox widely used in Oman as a company? I mean, as a brand.
Yes, it is there. It is there in Oman. They're using, and in Xerox, up to this, according to my knowledge, till this moment, they don't have any. Omani has been worked with. Even me, I worked with them, as you mentioned from the beginning, MHD, Janet Kualabas, and Al-Ashar. I have never touched on with the Xerox.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is very, very, very exciting. So there is a special training needed for one to become an office automation expert. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a quick break now and revert back to learn more about office automation and your success in this industry.
Inshallah.
Exciting interview today with Mr. Nasser Al Musalamy, who is an office automation professional and expert, over 12 years experience in this industry. Nasser, before the break, we spoke about this industry, which is office automation. You said the importance of this field, how it works, and your opinion that not many locals or Omanis are taking up this field. Exactly. Could you please tell me how do you get into this field?
In fact, there was an opportunity to join office automation. It was 2004 when I was working with one of the organization. I got a phone call from one of the organization. We need one Omani to join our office automation. I can mention the name of that. It was MHD. I received a call from MHD. One of my relatives was working with MHD. God bless her, and she's the reason, alhamdulillah, why today I'm here. Madam Sausan Al-Ajmi. She told me, Nasser, I know you are very keen and you are very patient in work and you are very hard working. So we are looking for the person who can develop himself in this industry. Are you ready to join this office automation? I said, yes, I'm ready. Let me try my level best. I joined MHD on the 1st of June 2004 as an office automation technician, as I mentioned to the profile. thank God, it was a really, really a big challenge because meet the people who has got more than 25 years experience. Those people, they welcomed me very well. Mr. Nasser, you are most welcome to our organization. They introduced me to the work nation. To be frank with you, even I did not know how to take a copy in that moment. They told me, I can mention the name of the person who I met for the first time, Mr. Savio Lobo. He told me, he was a team leader from MHD. He told me, Mr. Nasser, we have received a lot of Omanis in this company, but maximum they run away. Are you able to learn or not? Because if you are interested to learn, we'll provide you as much as we can. But if you just came to get a salary and push away, just look for another job. I told him, this is my career. This is my future.
Okay.
Thank God. Wherever he is, may Allah bless him. He said that, fine. You cannot imagine. Yes, I have to appreciate for what he did exactly. He took me from zero to this certain level. Mr. Savio Lobo, Mr. Ajay Jatare, they are my team leader. They say that we found that there's a difference. After one, in MHD they have got a system. Once you join their company, after 3 months you will get a confirmation letter that you are eligible to work with us. By grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah, I got a confirmation within 1 month.
MashaAllah.
Within 1 month. They say, Nasser, we did not expect that you are the person who can work on this. Because within 1 month, I could have captured 20% of knowledge of office automation. I keep learning at home, learning in the field. And whenever I see, in history, they say that whenever they get a new engineer, he used to get the training for 6 months, minimum. 6 months. For me, within a 1 month, the second month, I will be able to go to the field by myself.
And how did you do it? Was it because you worked hard? Was it because you attended training? What happened to you able to do it? So
I was very excited to know about office automation. I was you should love. You should love what you do. You should love what you do. The work environment, and most of them support from your superiors. They used to push me and guide me, Mr. Nasser, you can do it. Never hesitate. It is not easy. It is not easy, an easy job. It is a little bit difficult. But they say that we trust on you. You can do it and you can make it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And after 3 months, you were able to do it. I've been promoted as an office automation engineer.
Okay.
With some increments and bonus and all. And I've been assigned with a specific territory. You'll be a manager of this kind I was handling from Al Khuwair to Mabera, receiving the calls. There's no any complaint from the customers. On time the service, repairing the machine by myself. Keep learning every day. To work, it is not enough. You have to learn.
True.
Everybody can work, right? But there's some other fields you need to work and you need to learn as well.
I think there's a 3-thing principle I believe in life is that number one is you work hard.
Exactly.
Secondly is you do self-education or self-study.
That's
and
right.
third thing, you open your mind to new things.
That's true. Exactly.
Mashallah. And then now I know you've learned office automation, you've seen the importance, you've jumped to the ranks, mashallah, and you move from one company to another. Now you started your own company.
That's right.
That's the interesting thing as well.
Exactly.
Tell us about it. In office automation.
Exactly. Yes, of course. I started my own company in December 2007. Today we are, after 1 month, we're completing 9 years.
MashaAllah.
9 years.
MashaAllah. What's your company name?
Nasser Al Musalamy Trading.
MashaAllah. And your core business is office automation as well.
Office automation.
So you learned passion and you've started your own company.
Exactly. Alhamdulillah, now we are providing service. We are selling, we are renting office automations. If I say office automation, I think they already know what is office automation, photocopier, printer, fax, and now I need to change our minds, because I don't say their minds, our minds. Our country now, daily we are seeing that the news that the economy about here and there, or there's up and down of economy. There's no need of buying an office automation.
There is no need to buy office automation. Okay.
No need to buy office automation.
Okay.
We are preparing. Already prepared to provide lease office automation.
Okay.
With zero interest. With zero down payment. Just come out of my office, select the product which you need. If you need a brand new, if you need a re-engineered machine, then we will provide to you.
You provide all that to you. Okay.
Exactly. And at the same time, we are consulting people before buying.
Okay.
Before buying.
So you provide a consultation as well.
Exactly, for free of cost.
Okay.
Either you buy a machine from me, you take a machine from me. Otherwise, you go anyway. But you should leave my office with full confidence. Yes, I got what I need exactly. So we are doing very well. I have got a good team.
How many team members do you have right now?
I have got 4 members.
4 team members.
4 team members, yeah.
Okay.
We could have covered. We are covering Muscat area and interior. We have got
contract number of clients that you're working with. Okay.
Yeah, we have private sectors. We have institutions. We have government sector. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and the most interesting, and I would like to share with you. From this stage, from this studio, I pay my tribute to my younger brother, Mr. Khalfan.
Okay.
Who he has completed his basic education from African.
Okay.
When he came to Oman, he was interested to learn about IT.
Okay.
I could convince him. I say IT, it is very good. Yeah, it is hot cake in the market. Why don't you join in this field?
Office automation.
Office automation. I think, oh no, brother, sorry. It is tough for me. Say no problem. You just come. I will train you.
In your company.
Yes. I trained him for 2 years. He roam with me. I teach him each and every step. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now he's working with Muscat Electronics as a service engineer.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
So this is my aim and my focus. And inshallah, in the future, another interview with you, we'll be having another 100 Omanis will be working in this industry.
Inshallah, inshallah. Barakah ya Rabbil Alameen. What motivated you to start a business?
The business, it is in my blood.
Okay.
It is in my blood, man. Of course, it is not easy to start a business without any support. Of course, my leader is my father.
Okay.
Mr. Shafi. I pray to God to grant you good health and long life. Can you imagine? He used to tell me since I was young, Nasser, yes, you can learn, you can walk, but remember always to create an opportunity for others to walk.
MashaAllah.
This he always was on. And up to this moment, I've completed 9 years. Every week he used to call me and chase me, where have you reached? Any obstacles, any difficulties, any support.
Your father, is it?
But yeah,
MashaAllah.
he supported me, and he's a businessman. He's got a business in Tanzania.
MashaAllah. And this plays a very important role, parents to support.
Exactly. Yeah, my father has played a big role for me or what I am today. Exactly. Alhamdulillah, Rabbi. I mean, my family. If I say my family, my brothers, they're supporting me a lot. My wife, of course, she's beside me all the time. She bear the cost for what exactly I'm presenting. Now, for example, to be employed, you have a limitation time to go to office. You go from 8 to 1, maybe up to 5 to come back. But for me, there's no timing to come back. But still, she's a very patient. She said, Nasser, no problem. Since you are doing a good things to the society and for us, it doesn't matter it's a matter of the trust, and it's a matter of them hoping in the future. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. how do you get funding to start the business? You know, people, you know, if you have an idea, that's very good.
Yes.
Okay, but then to move an idea into something materialized, you got to need money as well, right? Some people get money from their own self. Some people go to the bank, take a loan. Some people take from friends or family. Some people go for, there's places who provide funds like Rafid and so on.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Alhamdulillah, very, very good question. I was waiting for you to ask me this question. You cannot imagine, I started my business without the capital.
Now that's interesting. Tell us, how do you do?
Without the capital. See, when I started my business, I started from home. I created one office.
Okay.
I keep visiting the customers who cannot afford to get a service from non-well organizations like big companies and all. Okay, because there's a competition of the pricing of the servicing and cartridge and all.
Okay.
So I started the business slowly, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Till this moment, I don't have any kind of loan from the bank or from Rafid and all, and we are doing very well.
Okay.
We are doing very well. We have more than 270 customers, and those customers, they are all under a full service maintenance agreement, which we are calling in short FSMA.
Okay.
The customer came to my office, and those customers, till this moment, they thank me a lot. They were about to spend 4,000 Riyal Omani to buy a machine.
Okay.
I provide them machine for free of cost. I am charging them per copy.
Okay.
Providing you all necessity of the photocopy machine, toners, spare parts, service, extrude papers. So I have never started my business with any capital, with any business.
And now, mashallah, you are making good money.
Alhamdulillah.
Of course, you got your staff, you're paying them salary and everything.
Alhamdulillah.
And that was just starting from home, and then you built up customers.
Exactly.
And from the money you are getting from the customers, that's how you built up your
Yes, exactly. That's
your
right.
business.
Yeah,
Mashallah,
exactly.
mashallah.
And not every business requires capital. Your experience is your capital.
Especially if you can start a business from home, right?
That's right.
So, who's your role model, by the way?
Who is my role model? As I told you from the beginning, my father.
MashaAllah.
My father.
Yeah.
My father is my role model.
Yeah.
My father supported me a lot.
MashaAllah.
A lot supported me.
Mr. Shafi.
Mr. Shafi bin Nasser Al Musalamy.
He's listening to the radio today.
He's in some far, but he'll get inshallah.
There's internet these days with apps and everything. I'm sure he can listen for it. And don't worry, we usually upload always upload these interviews. So please pass on my regards and salam from me, please.
Inshallah.
What is next for Nasser?
What the next? We have a project in the future soon to establish training center.
Okay.
Training center.
MashaAllah. This is now your plan is to open a training center.
Exactly.
MashaAllah.
Training center. This training center provide to all Omanis, because nowadays I'm trying to visit all the institutes and find out if there's any specific courses they're getting for office automation. Yes, they're getting office automations, but how to repair them PCBs or power supplies and all. But how to go in the field, you need the minimum 3 to 4 years to become a professional office automation engineer or technician. So now we are working hard in this project. We're waiting the approval from the Minister of the Manpower. Okay. To establish our own training center, inshallah.
Inshallah, bil baraka, inshallah. So you call it Nasser Training Center? Nasser Office Automation Training Center, inshallah. Inshallah, that's the name. Anything you wish to share to our audience before the end of our program today?
Yeah, I would like to share, yes, I would like to request all my brothers, of course, and my sisters, Omanis, who they can work in this field. It is a very rich field. It is a very useful field. People they run to the ITs. They run to we can see people they are working very hard to the desert, to the 60-degree temperature. But why can't we work in
Office automation.
office automation? Yeah. And at the same time, if you allow me to show them the contacts with all the listeners, whoever and willing to buy an office automation from this moment onwards, they can contact me directly.
You have your website or something?
Yes, we have our website. Our website is www.nahtdoman.net, or they can give a call to me from 9926-4050.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Bilbaraka, inshallah. Nasser, thank you very, very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM 90.4 to speak about office automation as an industry and also your journey and how you become successful. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best and success in all that you do, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Doctor.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday, 5 p.m. for a knowledge session. I'm Tariq Hilal Al-Barwani along with our studio engineer DJ Safia, wishing you all a happy and a pleasant week. Ma'as salama.